world's greatest cities attract visitors by the millions, soft targets for the waiting scammers. I'm Conor Woodman. I've travelled the globe writing about all kinds of trade, and now I'm investigating the tourist trade. The guidebooks will tell you exactly what to see, but there's one thing they don't tell you. It's a chapter the thieves don't want written. Using hidden cameras, I'll uncover the scams that are every tourist's nightmare.
I want to see what she does, and I want to see how she does it.
The guy's blocking the door. I'll meet the scammers, befriend them, and learn the tricks of the trade.
Got to be joking.
Yes.
6 times what you charged me to get out there.
I get scammed, so you don't have to.
How much money in say, a week could you make on your machines? I don't know. I mean, could you make 100,000 pesos in a week?
I'm in Buenos Aires investigating scams. I've got myself into something, and I'm way out of my depth.
Is this your only business, or are you involved in other things as well?
Nosotros hacemos esto, hacemos blindado, secuestro torcido.
Do you mind if I look?
¿Te gusta?
I'm here in Buenos Aires to uncover a multi-million-dollar illegal trade where tourists are the #1 target. I'm going undercover to see if I can flush out the tricksters. My every move will be captured by the Scam City crew, secretly filming with the latest covert cameras. We've cleverly built them into everyday tourist garb, like books and bags. Walking around Buenos Aires, it's easy to be seduced by its charms. I'd heard that this was the Paris of the South, but beneath the beautiful surface is a much darker world. A world where scamming is revered and hustlers rule the streets. It's my experience that taxi drivers almost everywhere are notorious for ripping off tourists, so this seems as good a place as any to start. This is a surprise. That was the most direct route and the correct change.
Okay, gracias. Well, that's really left me scratching my head. I think I may finally have found a city where the taxi drivers don't scam you. How reassuring.
My driver drops me off in the Costanera Sur area, a hotspot where local food traders fight for the tourist dollars. With temperatures rising, it's time to test the honesty of the street vendors.
Can I have agua?
Agua.
Agua. Poquito. Small. Thank you.
7.
How much?
¿Tenés otro? Es trucho este. It's
What is
not
it?
good.
It's not good?
It's bad.
What about that one?
It's bad.
This is not real money?
No, it's not good.
Yeah, it's not real.
It's not real.
No real.
Did you take a taxi driver?
I took a taxi, yeah.
He gave you that?
Yeah.
Yeah. If you take a taxi without the radio taxi sign on top, they charge you extra, like double, and they give you fake change.
So this is worth nothing. Wow.
29, Julián.
Yeah, this is just paper. Look how printed. This is
Yeah,
printed.
yeah.
Acuario puede ser.
Okay. The change that I got from my taxi isn't real money, it's fake money. Printed on ordinary paper, it's worth nothing. There was me thinking I'd found an honest taxi driver. I should have known better. And it looks like I'm not the only sucker who's been hit.
It was an $80 cab ride. I gave him 100, he gave me 20 back. And once we got inside the club, we looked at the money, and the friends that were meeting was like, no, this is fake.
After only a mile, the meter was like 4 times what it should have been. So right away, I just told the driver, just stop, we'll get out and pay. Not a big deal. We pull out a 50, and then he starts giving us change. One of the bills that he gave us was a 10. That was a false note.
My first day in Buenos Aires, and I've already had counterfeit money palmed off on me. I've read about this in my tourist guidebook, but I didn't think it would be so prevalent. I need someone to give me the lowdown on this city.
Well, I'm going to meet, well, actually, I can't reveal his name because he doesn't want his identity revealed, but I can say he's a senior officer in the Buenos Aires police force. All I've been told is to wait for him outside a bar down here. Okay. Thanks for coming and talking to me. I'm hoping you could tell me a little bit about some of the scams that are going on here in Buenos Aires, especially the kind of things that affect tourists and visitors to the city.
Mucho tipo de estafas hay. Lo que más se le va al turista es el tema de los taxistas, los pungas, el tema de las viudaneras, el tema de la plata.
Okay. How big a problem is counterfeit money here?
El problema de la falsificación acá sí es muy grande, es muy corriente. Pasa más que nada con la gente que viene de afuera.
Are the counterfeiters lone wolves? Or are they part of a larger, organised underground economy?
Tenés bandas grandes, organizadas, que trabajan a un nivel muy avanzado y son muy peligrosos, son gente que posee un alto fuego de rendición con armas muy peligrosas, con armas muy sofisticadas y armas de gruesos calibres que superan a lo de la fuerza de seguridad acá de la Argentina.
Well, I'm not licensed to carry a gun of any size, so I'm going to need all the help I can get.
What advice would you give me if I want to meet some of the people behind these counterfeiting scams?
No es broma, esa gente no juega. Si te descubren, no van a medir en pegarte un tiro, cortarte en pedacitos y meterte en bolsa de residuos.
Sounds like something out of The Godfather. I just hope I don't find a horse's head in bed with me tomorrow.
Well, that was a fairly unequivocal warning about the kind of people that we're dealing with and how dangerous they might be. I mean, I was asking him for some advice. I thought I might get something a bit more constructive than they'll shoot you and cut you into little pieces. I mean, that's a warning, right? That's definitely a warning.
Last night, I didn't sleep well. I had nightmares about bin bags. From the safety of my hotel room, I can take a closer look at the counterfeit bills given to me by my taxi driver yesterday.
Some of them are pretty obvious. I mean, the paper's not the right colour. You see, it's just a little bit too white, and the image looks a bit too clear. Some of them, you can see the metal strip is it's not a real metal strip, it's just been painted on. But some of them, very, very good indeed. I mean, take this one, for example. I mean, this is incredible. Paper feels the same, the colour's the same. It's got the real metal strip. The metal strip's even got the same writing embedded in it that the real one has. It's only really when I look at the watermark inside that I can see it's out by about ½ centimetre, and that's the only way I would know that's a fake. Whoever made that really knows what they're doing.
If counterfeit bills of this quality are getting into the hands of tourists, then they don't stand a chance. They're nearly impossible to detect unless you know what you're looking for. With around 50,000 taxis operating throughout Buenos Aires, this could be a racket that runs into the millions. But where do the crooked taxi drivers get the fake bills from? It's time to go back in, undercover.
I'm going to film this time with a secret button cam, and Letitia here is going to be filming with a camera inside this little clutch bag. I really want to catch one in the act.
Hailing a taxi isn't hard in this city. Finding a dodgy taxi driver requires a bit more patience, but not much. The taxi drivers in Buenos Aires have got more than a few tricks up their sleeve, so I've got one up mine too. I've taken pictures of the serial numbers on the bills that I'm about to hand over.
No se puede, pero están los muchachos.
How much?
90.
90. Okay. There's 100.
Amigo, este billete es falso, ¿eh?
Let me... What?
Este billete es falso, ¿eh?
Oh, she's saying it's fake.
That is fake, yeah. But that's not the note I gave you.
Pero no es el que te diste.
Sí, sí.
No.
Sí,
That's
vos
not...
me diste este billete recién,
That's not the
amigo.
note I gave you.
Este billete es falso, este billete no es bueno, ¿eh?
Look. Just before I gave you that note, that's the note I gave you. That's the note. 99K that one ends.
No, vos me diste... No, pará.
99K.
No,
Let me see in your wallet. Let me see in your wallet.
Hermano, pará.
Let me
Yo
see.
laburo todo el día acá.
Let's have a look.
Yo laburo todo el día acá.
Let's
Yo
have a look in
laburo
your
todo
wallet.
el día.
Let's have a look in your wallet and see if that
¿Qué?
note is in your wallet. Let's see if that note...
¿Qué me dice?
Mira, si hacemos eso, no llamamos a la policía.
¿Qué policía?
Hablamos sobre eso y no llamamos a la policía.
¿Que le sacó foto?
Sí, sacó
Yeah.
foto de la nota y sabe la nota que tenía. Seguro que...
¿Qué le sacaste foto al número?
Sí.
Yeah.
No,
Yeah.
no.
Let's have a look in your wallet. Let's
Mira,
have a look.
no llamamos a la policía. Si hablamos sobre esto ahora...
No problem. Let's see.
Yo trabajo todo el día
We don't have to- we
para
don't-
darle comer a mis hijos.
We don't-
¿Con qué me venís?
We don't have to involve the police. Let's just see.
¿Qué número dice?
Let's see in your wallet. Come on.
¿Nos enseña? Porque...
Come on. You got nothing to hide.
No, bueno
Disculpa.
truco.
And let me see this one. Let me see this one.
Quiere ver esto.
So this one's a fake one. Do you do the switch?
¿Lo cambia?
Claro, lo cambio.
Sí, ya vemos.
Cuando vos me das a mí...
And then I have to give you another real one, and then...
está acá.
Where do you get the falsos from?
Se compran en la calle.
You can buy.
So how much? What's the discount?
Y este está 50 pesos.
50 pesos. Pues un billete de...
La mitad.
So
Half,
50.
50.
50. So you buy hundreds for 50s.
40.
Right.
40 or 50%.
Right. And how many of those false ones can you get rid of?
Depende, ¿viste? Pero 3, 4, 5 pasadas.
A day?
Y sí, depende. Si yo laburo mucho en el centro. Entonces mucho turismo.
Is it always tourists?
Y es que el turista no conoce el peso. El de acá, el argentino, sí. Esto solamente se hace con los pesos de 100 y de 50. ¿Entendés?
Right. Okay.
¿Ah?
It's funny because now that you've ripped me off, now I trust you.
Bueno, gracias, amigo.
It took several attempts, but I got my taxi driver in the end, and luckily it didn't turn nasty. From what he said, he has the potential to make a few $1,000s a year through passing off fake bills to tourists. But what if it's not just a taxi scam? Could the whole city be awash with counterfeit money? I feel my luck's in today, so let's see if I can't get someone else to rip me off.
Hey, agua, por favor.
Agua.
Agua? Yeah. Sí. Gracias.
Gracias.
Is that a real one?
A ver.
This looks like that's a fake one, is it?
Falso.
Falso?
Disculpen. Sin querer, no era la intención.
Pero esto es normal, pasa, ¿eh?
It's normal.
Sí, es normal.
Okay. The good ones?
Buenos.
Okay. All right, thank you.
Gracias.
That guy's pretty nonchalant. He didn't even blink an eye. This fake money is everywhere I turn. Tourists are being conned without even knowing it. It's definitely no small-time operation. But it's not just fake money that visitors should be aware of. Reputation has it that here, pickpocketing has been raised to a fine art. A closer look at their techniques shows just how brazen they are.
I was going to say it's difficult to know who we're looking at, but it's not, is it? He's going to put his hand straight in that guy's bag. I keep watching some of these and thinking, what just happened? I mean, they're straight in there and they're so brazen and they're so quick. They drape something over their arm so that you can't see what the hand is doing underneath it.
If we're going to catch a pickpocket on camera, my crew are going to have to be on top form.
They're out there and they can be filmed.
One notorious gang are known to work the underground train network, and that's where I hope to catch them in the act. With my wallet peeking out of my back pocket for all to see, I'm using myself as bait. Either everyone is blind, or I was riding with all the honest people of Buenos Aires.
Well, it's hot and sweaty and crowded down there. The perfect conditions, you think, for pickpockets. But unfortunately, I wasn't able to draw one out today.
Night falls and I'm back on the counterfeit money trail. I have a rather unusual appointment. The undercover cop has put me in contact with someone who might be able to help me get closer to the criminals at the heart of this scam.
I'm going to go and meet one of the key links in the counterfeit money chain here. This guy, I'm told, is one of the main distributors of counterfeit money on the streets of Buenos Aires.
The meet is in a public place just in case things go wrong. The crew have my back, but we're all feeling uneasy. I want this meeting to be short and sweet, but I need some answers.
Hey. Fernando?
Fernando.
Yeah, Connor.
Okay.
Thanks for seeing me. Should we move away from the police? So from what I understand, your business is to distribute counterfeit money on the streets, is that right?
¿Verdad?
Es así.
So explain to me a little bit about how that works. Where do you buy it from? Where do you sell it to?
Yo le hago la compra a la policía de Gran Buenos Aires y Capital Federal. Se hace un intercambio, yo le hago la compra a ellos, yo tengo mi gente que lo distribuyo.
So you actually buy the money from the police?
Lo compras de la policía.
Yes. Sí.
Okay. That's surprising for me that the police are involved in this. Where do you distribute the money to?
Taxis, en los cabarets,
Okay.
la casa de cambio de jubilados,
Okay.
en la calle.
So I was right. Where there's tourists, there's counterfeit money. And as for the police supplying him, well, in this city, who knows?
Who makes the money? I mean, where do the police get it from? Who are the people that are actually producing the money in the first place?
Y hay una persona muy importante que hace el dinero. Muy importante. Le dicen el artista.
The artist.
El artista, sí.
And does the artist have a name?
No, esa parte no te la puedo decir.
Just the artist.
Es conocido como el artista, pero el nombre no te lo puedo decir.
Oh, well, thank you very much.
Gracias.
Okay, see ya. Adios.
Chao.
Yeah, he's obviously one of a number of middlemen who are passing money out onto the streets and making pretty good money for himself. I mean, from what he says, he could make a couple of $1,000 US in a good week. But there's obviously someone at the top of the tree who's making a lot more money, the person that's actually producing it. Interestingly, he wouldn't reveal what that person's name is, other than to say he's known as the artist. That's the person I've got to find.
La Boca, one of Buenos Aires' main tourist drags, famed for its cafe culture, juicy steaks and tango dancing. But more importantly, if you're a football fan like me, is the home of Diego Maradona. Although I don't remember him looking like that. Away from the hustle and bustle of the city, this is where even the most seasoned of travellers could easily drop their guard.
Hola.
Hola.
¿A dónde? ¿Allá?
Yeah. Okay. Gracias.
¿Quieres una bolsita?
No, it's cool.
Amigo.
Sorry.
Joder.
Hang on a second. Excuse me. Yeah.
¿Tenés cigarrillo?
I think
¿Tenés un cigarrillo?
it's good.
¿Tenés un cigarrillo?
Are you with that guy?
¿Un cigarrillo tenés?
Yeah, no, my wallet's just gone.
¿Qué pasó?
Okay, look, there's absolutely no problem, okay? All I am is interested in what you're doing. Now, you bumped into me in the street quite deliberately, and at the same time, that guy took my wallet. So, forgive me if I'm wrong, but I'm pretty sure you two guys are probably working together.
No, yo estoy solo.
Finally, I tracked down the man who stole my wallet.
What I'd like to do is buy you
¿Qué le pasó al señor?
Me dijo que le robaron la cartera aquí.
¿A dónde le robaron?
¿No?
Listen, this guy bumped into me and you took my wallet, but maybe...
¿Qué pasó con tu cartera?
After persistent denials, the pickpocket eventually agrees to talk to me.
Bueno, okay.
Is that the way that you always work? You always work together with somebody else? So one person causes a distraction and then you go in and take the wallet?
A veces lo hago con otra persona, depende.
When you took my wallet, my heart was going boom, 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 and I was thinking, oh, hang on, what's going on?
El distraer a la persona, que la persona no esté atento a otra cosa, en lo que le está pasando en el momento, en distraerla.
That's one of your techniques?
Yes.
Distraer a la persona.
Distract.
Right, so it's distraction, causes distraction.
Exacto.
Yeah.
El turista es muy distraído, es muy... no presta mucha atención a su alrededor.
Not pay attention to
Con la
anything.
distracción es suficiente. A veces más la mujer que el hombre. El hombre a veces está así. Y la mujer no, más suelta. La cartera abierta, trabajo.
How many lifts would you do in a normal week, let's say?
Yo trabajo los fines de semana, sábado y domingo. Y son 4 o 6 trabajos como mucho. Es observar cuando abre billetera y va a comprar. Yo veo lo que hay adentro. Estoy al tanto de eso.
So you watch the people and then you target the people who have lots of money in their wallets.
Yo voy al pez gordo, digamos. Voy a la ballena, no voy al pejerrey. Y sí, llego a los 7.000, 8.000 pesos.
Por
día.
Por día.
Por fin de semana son 16.000 pesos argentinos.
16,000. That's 4,000 US. 4,000 US in a weekend. It makes you a pretty rich guy. Okay, thank you. We can.
Pero esto también. Solo lo conozco.
Ah.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah, that's mine.
One thing is certain, there's clearly a lot of money to be made off tourists, and not by selling souvenirs. Another meeting with a complete stranger. The counterfeit money distributor wouldn't reveal the identity of the artist, but has arranged for me to meet someone who works for him. one step further up the chain, and maybe one step closer to people who might chop me up and put me in a bin bag. It's not doing my nerves a lot of good. Eventually, I get a call. The meeting is off. I'm going to need a lucky break, or this might be as far as the counterfeit money trail goes. I'm staying in an upmarket part of the city, where the swanky hotels are. The bars there are filled with rich tourists, especially guys travelling on their own. They're also known to attract a certain type of con artist, known as the Black Widow.
Thank you. Cheers. Very good.
Okay.
Very dry, nice. It's just how I like it.
Okay.
Yeah.
After 2 hours and 3 martinis, I'm beginning to feel a bit woozy. Just as I'm about to call it a night,
Arabella, hi. Connor, how are you?
You alone? No, are you alone?
Yes. Yes, I'm alone, yes, yes. And you? Alone, or you have friends?
No, alone. I am alone.
How old are you?
22.
22.
Are you?
37.
Bye.
You?
At your work?
Oh, really?
Yes.
Yeah. Maybe we can finish the drinks first. Yeah.
I show.
Okay.
You understand me?
I do understand you.
Okay.
Okay. Right.
What happened?
could this be the Black Widow scam the undercover cop told me about? Young women prey on older men, get them back to their room, drug them and rob them. But if I have another martini, she's not going to need any drugs.
You wait. I'll just go baño, and I'll come back.
Okay.
Okay?
Okay.
You wait here? You wait here?
Yeah.
Yeah, okay. Excuse me.
I signalled to the crew to meet me in the toilet.
Ordinarily, I would run a mile from this situation, but if it is a Black Widow, I want to see what she does and I want to see how she does it.
I'm setting my own trap, rigging the hotel room with hidden cameras.
So if I keep her chatting now for another 5 minutes or so.
5 minutes, then go.
Yeah.
They'll be already ready.
You okay?
I'll make more small talk while the crew prepare. 5 minutes later, and I get the signal. Everything's ready.
Like some wine?
Yes.
Please, sit here. Make yourself comfortable. You sit down. There we go.
Perfect. Okay. I like.
So, yeah. Cheers. Cheers.
Cheers.
Cheers. I'm just gonna go to the bathroom. Just be one second. Okay.
The crew observing from the balcony text me to say that Annabella has put something in my wine. There goes my lap dance.
So,
Very nice.
very nice.
Yeah.
So what happens now? What happens next?
Nothing.
We do
Cheers.
the show.
Cheers.
Cheers?
Cheers.
Really?
Yes.
I do the cheers?
Cheers.
And what happens if I drink this?
What?
What happens if I drink this?
Nothing.
Yeah? So you don't mind we swap?
No. Cheers.
Really?
Yes.
You don't want to drink that one, do you?
No.
You don't want to drink that one, do you? I think I know what's going on. I think I know what's going on. Maybe I'd like to ask you some questions. And please don't be worried, but I would like also to bring in a camera, because I'm here making a film in Buenos Aires, looking at some of the things that happen to tourists here.
I gain Annabella's trust and invite the crew in. My translator explains that we've been secretly filming since she approached me at the bar, and we want to know how this scam works. She agrees to talk to us on camera.
So you and me. So tell me, what's in the drink?
Denominado vulgarmente acá en Argentina es la burundanga. Es una droga que a los 2 minutos de ingerirlo en el cuerpo te hace efecto inmediato.
2 minutes and
2 minutos.
gone.
Te dormís.
Out.
Tu fuerza de voluntad no la tenés. Queda eliminada, te entregás a lo que yo quiero hacer con vos, justamente.
And presumably what you want to do isn't the show that you were talking about.
Claro, no va a pasar nada. Pero cuando vos
No show.
volvés del baño, yo ya tengo todo preparado, seguimos tomando, volveríamos y no te das cuenta de lo que pasa. Es más, después te olvidás.
After that 2 minutes, when I'm unconscious and I'm asleep on the sofa, what do?
Me encargo de revisar toda la habitación y de sacar todas las cosas de valor, así como teléfonos, notebook, netbook, dinero en efectivo, dólares, y lo mejor es dólares, justamente cuando son extranjeros. Todo lo que tengas de valor me lo voy a llevar.
How much money can you make in a night?
Depende de lo que tenga esta persona en el departamento o en el lugar donde se está hospedando. Por lo general son $10.000, ponele, más o menos.
I had no idea a scam like this could be so lucrative. This is serious money we're talking about.
En general busco darme cuenta que son o extranjeros o gente con plata. Te das cuenta cuando ves una persona que está gastando mucho dinero en un bar o en un boliche, y a esa persona voy y le hago un juego de seducción. Primero te miro, paso.
I mean, I imagine when you do what you do, it must be pretty difficult to find a boyfriend.
Y sí, la verdad que sí, es difícil encontrar un novio, por eso los hombres no me importan, yo prefiero estar con mujeres.
Well, there's no doubt that girl is beautiful and extremely likeable, but there's something very dark about her, and the Black Widow, I think, sums her up really well. She spins that web, and if you get caught in it, woe betide you, because you wake up in the morning and everything is gone. I, for one, am very pleased to have escaped.
It's been a hectic 4 days in Buenos Aires. Since I arrived, I've been pickpocketed in broad daylight, nearly drugged by the Black Widow, and given fake money. But I'm still no closer to finding the master counterfeiter, the man known as the artist. So far, all my leads have been too intimidated to talk. But word has clearly got out on the street that I'm looking. I've been contacted by a gang that claims to work for him. They've told me to come to them and to come alone. This means getting rid of my security. From now on, I'm on my own.
Si es un arreglo con otra gente que está en esas cosas, sería como que si vamos nosotros, pensarían de que es una redada o algo en contra de ellos. Nosotros estamos para custodiarlos a ustedes. Si ustedes quieren que vayamos, nosotros vamos. O pensar de que es algo contra ellos, ¿no? Si estamos nosotros.
Potentially dangerous characters. We don't want to upset them. We want, we have to do whatever they say. Yeah. Okay. So, enjoy your night off. Hopefully, we'll see you tomorrow.
The gang have requested I meet them at midnight at a remote location, an hour's drive from the city. I've been told they might be packing weapons. Could this be my bin bag moment?
Conor, mucho gusto.
Guns, fake bills, and horror masks. This isn't going to be easy.
So I can't help noticing there's a lot of money here on the table. Is this real money?
No, ninguna. Todo falso.
No. Do you make it?
¿Lo hiciste vos?
Lo hacemos.
Do you mind if I look?
¿Te gusta?
No?
No. So I'm interested in knowing a little bit about the business of counterfeiting money. Maybe you can explain to me a little bit about what it is that you do.
Esto se produce como la casa de la moneda, igual. Tenemos máquina y hacemos billetes y los colocamos.
Where do you get the machines from?
Se hacen. Nosotros hacemos los mejores billetes que hay. ¿Te gusta esto? Estos se están secando. Usamos el mismo papel, la misma tinta, tenemos todo.
How much money in say a week could you make on your machines?
¿Cuánto querés?
I don't know. I mean, could you make 100,000 pesos in a week?
En un día 12.000 pesos, en un día.
So that's a lot of money that can be made.
¿Querés comprar?
No, just look. Just look.
This guy's coked off his head. This could easily go bad, and quickly. But I've just a couple more questions I need to ask.
Okay. I guess it's quite a dangerous business.
¿Qué te parece? Manteca.
Yeah, I'm feeling like it's pretty dangerous right now. So where's the main source of danger? Is it other gangs or is it the police?
La policía, pero todo se compra. Todo tiene su precio.
Is your business really dependent on tourists? Does a lot of this money end up in the hands of tourists?
Si no viene a turista como ustedes, esto no existe.
It must be quite difficult to distribute that much money every day.
Esto es toda una red. Esto es todo somos muchos. Casa de cambio, negocios, taxistas, bancos. Tengo un montón de clientes.
Who are your most important clients then, in terms of distribution? Who are the best people for moving the money?
Los bancos, los cajeros.
So it's not just street money changes, it's official banks as well?
También. En este negocio hay mucha gente involucrada, people. Mucha gente. Del poder. No estamos nosotros solos.
Is this your only business, or are you involved in other things as well?
Nosotros hacemos esto, hacemos blindado, secuestro torcido.
On that cheerful note, it's definitely time to leave. They were some shady gangsters, and they meant business. I've come a long way since being done over for a few fake bills by a taxi driver. The deeper I dig, the more dangerous it gets. Last night was pretty intense. Maybe I'm fortunate to still be walking around. I've now learnt firsthand where these counterfeit bills are made and how they end up in the hands of tourists. But I still haven't found the artist. I'm running down one final lead. I'm off to meet a man who heads up one of the biggest private investigation companies in South America. Juan Carlos is an ex-police officer who now specialises in counterfeiting and is tapped into the inner workings of this scam at all levels. If anyone is going to tell me where to find the artist, it's him.
La falsificación en Argentina, sobre todo desde hace unos años, ha perdido sanción moral. La gente no lo toma como un delito, lo toma como una picardía. Dentro de estos cuentapropistas, estos falsificadores espontáneos de dinero, hay uno que hizo historia en la Argentina y que los falsificadores respetan y toman como el ejemplo a seguir, que es Héctor Fernández, alias El Pelado, alias El Maestro, alias El Artista. Él mismo, si uno le preguntase, te cuenta cómo sobornó a autoridades judiciales, autoridades policiales, autoridades políticas, para no ir preso.
Juan Carlos has set up a meeting for me with Héctor Fernández, the artist himself. A tricky call. After meeting the gang, I'm anxious about taking this investigation any further. But I need to confront the man who's ripped off more tourists than any scammer I've come across. It's time to put the final piece of this puzzle in place.
I'm off to meet La Artista, or the artist, and although everyone talks about how creative he is and how brilliant he is at making fake money, I have to remember that this guy's a career criminal. He's been to prison 5 times. Now, he might not want to talk to me too much about what he's up to now, but I really want to know more about his operation and exactly how it works.
What a relief. No guns, no drugs, and no gangsters wearing scary masks. In fact, it's all rather pleasant.
I've met some people who distribute some fake money on the streets, and they say the artist, which is you, is the best, and that the best notes on the street must have been made by you.
Sí. Sí.
Why is there so much counterfeit money here in Argentina? What is it about this place that makes it so right for counterfeit? Because I've never seen anywhere like it. I've never seen anywhere with so much counterfeit money.
De la gente que compra estos billetes. Ven que es fácil subsistir con esos billetes.
So it's particularly easy in Argentina. Why? Because the money's easy to copy, or what is it that's unique about Argentina?
Tiene menos trabas. Las medidas de seguridad del billete son fáciles.
And what about, say, the tourists who come to Argentina? Because people might say that the money that you make ends up on the streets, and I come to Argentina as a visitor and I exchange some money, and then I realise I've got counterfeit money and effectively lost that money because it's not real.
Yo no sé porque nunca me topé con gente que haya tenido billetes falsos que yo haya fabricado.
It's quite interesting. But so the way you see it, you do your job and you don't think of the consequences of what happens further down the road. You don't think about who the ultimate victim of this crime that you do is.
Y no pienso mucho.
How has all this affected you? You've been to prison 5 times. That must have affected your personal life.
Estoy divorciado. Me echaron de mi casa por seguir con este delito. Si yo quería seguir con eso, me tenía que ir de mi casa, que elija. Y yo preferí irme de mi casa y seguir con ese delito.
How much money do you think you've made in your life?
Lo suficiente como para vivir bien.
What's the total amount of money you think you've been responsible for that's now out there on the streets?
Más o menos 10, 12 millones.
And of that 10 million that you've made, how much of it have you made for yourself?
Y un 30%.
But do you think you've become a bit of a myth? You've become a hero on the streets? The legend of the artist?
Un poco es eso. Un poco sí. Estúpidamente me siento orgulloso. Estúpidamente.
But it's a kind of fame, I suppose. Notoriety, maybe.
Claro.
Well, he was hardly the hardened criminal I was expecting, more this kind of sweet old man. But he's so compelled to do what he does that it's more important to him than even his wife. I have to say, though, making $10 million during your career makes you a big-time scammer. But I can't believe he's spent it all. Has he?
Since filming this series, the police launched a major undercover operation in Buenos Aires. Following raids across the city, they seized a cache of high-quality, fake $100 bills worth almost $500,000, counterfeiting machinery, and a 9mm handgun. Perhaps not surprisingly, everything was allegedly traced back to the artist, Hector Fernandez. Hector and his gang have been charged and are currently awaiting trial. Every cash transaction that is made here has the potential to be part of the scam. It's a multi-million-dollar industry. Production is controlled by armed gangs, and the distribution carried out by criminals. Most locals have learnt how to spot the fake notes, but for people like me, new to Buenos Aires, we're easily conned. This is a highly sophisticated and seemingly impossible scam to break, as long as there are unknowing victims and easily falsifiable bills. But maybe taking down the artist, one of the city's most prolific counterfeiters, is a step in the right direction.